basically broken. He was probably like the top 3. He was literally the top 3 out of him.
Yoda's Padawan. Qui-Gon Jinn, Padawan, Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn, Padawan. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan an idiot, first of all. Fuck it. He disrespected himself. His name, Obi-Wan Kenobi's.
Obi-Wan Kenobi's.
Only one cannoli.
Only one cannoli.
There's only one cannoli.
Take the cannoli. Leave Anakin. Take the cannoli.
There's only one cannoli?
Obi-Wan Kenobi's. He's a dummy.
Yo, you guys, how do you get married? In holy matrimony.
Holy matrimony.
Holy matrimony.
I'm a Buddha.
Holy matrimony. There's a bologna, spaghetti bologna.
Obi-Wan baloney.
Obi-Wan blow me.
Yo.
Yeah, okay, let's get
Wait,
it.
move in the frame, Justin. Get in the goddamn frame.
IB88 #1 top tier game.
Yo, Ronnie, get in the fucking frame, you bozo.
Well, I would be in the frame if he was like, you know,
IG88.
all sitting on the
BB88. BBIG88. Who's MP? Who's MP3?
Who's MP3PO?
MP3PO.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rainey. That's Ronnie. This is Will. That's Beraq's stupid ass over there. And this is Justin. You recognize most of these people from the other 2 episodes we did, but Beraq is a special treat because he is a fucking idiot, and he's gonna act a fucking fool the whole time. So I promise you that you are in for a great time on this final installation of Road to the Rise of Skywalker, where we talk about the prequel trilogy in the first episode. We talked about the OG trilogy last time, and today we are talking New Game Plus in Star Wars, where you basically just did whatever. Basically, everyone just did whatever they wanted after Empire. I mean, after Return of the Jedi. So, what do we like about post prequel, post trilogy Star Wars?
Post Malone.
And what don't we like about it? So, anybody want to jump in?
Qui-Gon
We're
Jinn.
gonna start from the left.
Qui-Gon Jinn, #1 reason why I don't like this movie. Cause Liam Neeson, racist.
Liam Neeson racist, and we never touched on that. But Liam Neeson,
He fucking said he want black bastard. We could probably cut this out.
what did he say? He said
I'm
that,
not cutting nothing out.
I'm not gonna go into the whole Liam Neeson thing, but from what I remember is that something happened.
That's
why
why Darth Maul killed him.
Someone he knew got assaulted,
Yeah.
right? And I think the person that assaulted his friend was black.
Yeah.
So he was just looking for a scapegoat.
Yeah, he was just looking.
He
for
said he
black
got
people to
drunk.
beat up.
And he said, I got drunk. And then went out, I swear to God. I was looking for a black bastard. And this is weird.
Yo, it's weird as fuck. It shouldn't be funny, but I watch Phantom Menace now, and like I picture Qui-Gon looking at Darth Maul like, you black bastard.
There you are.
There you are. And it's like fucking like, oh man.
Like Jin in a Nissan.
But we talk about the new stuff, right?
Yeah, we're talking
Okay.
about the new stuff.
Sorry, brother.
Yes.
Qui-Gon
So
Jinn.
the new one is movie.
It's a movie.
And,
Yeah, I agree.
Please tell us
It
more.
stars. I was really hyped when they showed the trailer, and I was like, oh, that dude's black. That's cool. I hope he plays a significant role in the movie.
Well, no, he actually does.
Yeah, he does.
The lie detector shows that was a lie.
Well, no, I love the graphics, and it's just like it's nice seeing all the Star Wars, like the whole ships and whatnot.
Told you Star Wars is all about that graphics.
Yeah, the
Remake
graphics.
The original.
The story's okay. I just feel like they downplay every character. Kylo Ren should be a fucking badass, but it turns out is the guy from her HBO series. He's a piece of shit. It's like, who the hell? And then he gets his ass beat by a girl that just got a fucking lightsaber the other day.
Well, I like Kylo Ren. I don't know. I like Kylo Ren because I'm sick of like the dark side users all being ugly, deformed beasts. Like I'm sick of them being ugly monsters and like people that you would never like and that who are basically unlovable, right?
But I still don't like him.
But then but me, like it's cool because like when he removed the helmet, I'm like, oh, like another ugly monster, obviously evil guy, Sith Lord.
Yeah.
And he takes off the helmet, and it's just a regular dude
No, that's
who
fine,
looks kind of like scared, like who looks like he kind of doesn't know what he's doing. And I think that's very human, and I like that about him.
Yeah, I guess.
But Qui-Gon Jinn.
Nah, man.
I
But
mean,
look,
if you could replace Kylo Ren's actor character, like from Adam Driver to who would it be?
Liam Neeson.
You know who I'd replace him with? I'd replace Kylo Ren with.
Seal. There you go.
No, I replaced Kylo Ren with the fucking damn, because it's hard because I can't name anybody who hasn't been in either Star Wars or a Marvel movie.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my God, yeah, James McAvoy would be lit.
He's too soft around the edges. You know?
Did you not?
James fucking McAvoy?
Did you not see?
Yeah.
What was the name of the freaking
Split?
Split.
Yeah, I saw Split. Rejoice. I've been saying that shit for like 2 years since that movie. It's
Yeah.
just the best part.
But yeah, so I don't even know where this was going. But yeah, Ronnie didn't like that Finn went nowhere. What did or did you not like about the new trilogy? I already said what I liked. I like Kylo Ren. They made him human.
I ain't like jack shit about that movie, bro.
No, the new ones in general, any of them.
The new ones, honestly, it's like the plot points, the character plots are all over the place.
By the way, this includes Rogue One, Solo.
Okay, pardon
everything.
me. So out of episode,
yeah.
So
out of episode 7 and 8. The character plots all over the place, and it's like nothing functions correct in the movie. That's what I hate about those. Rogue One, it doesn't function right, bro.
I think it functions.
I
At least the new ones, the new story.
I don't know. I don't feel like any of the character development is going anywhere.
In Rogue One.
I agree
in
with
Rogue
that.
One. Outside of like the main.
Oh, not in
I
Rogue
mean, you
One.
have-
No, dude, check.
Outside of like the main two characters, which is obviously Kylo and Rey.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that should be the focal point
Poe.
of the movies.
Yeah.
Finn.
But
It's about balance. It's always two.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. It's really lackluster to me.
Do you mean like the other characters feel inconsequential,
Extremely. especially
especially after being built up in the first one?
Yeah,
Like Poe,
like, not
Poe
even-
in the first one is so cool.
Yeah.
He is so fucking cool. And in the second one, he's just getting yelled at for most of the movie. And then it's like,
no, don't do that.
and it's like, congratulations, you've got a promotion. And it's like, what the fuck?
And now you're demoted.
Yeah.
You know, these characters, like, I feel that because, like, I remember, like, he was building up this whole shit, and then he's like, he's Darth Gingivitis, this old ass guy, and then you're like, oh, he's fucking huge, and then it's like, oh no, he's just a hologram, and then it's like, oh wait, oh, he's dead.
Well, to be fair, the original trilogy did the same thing. You had no idea who Palpatine was in A New Hope.
You're
You
right.
still had no idea
That's
who he
right.
was for the majority of Empire, and it wasn't until the last one that you figured out
Where
who
they-
this evil old dude
Where
was.
they threw his ass down an elevator shaft into a molten core
Yeah,
and then blew up.
yeah, exactly. So
That's a way cooler death.
So I don't know. I don't know if that argument holds up
either
as
way,
well
Snoke is lame. So
because
He got
you didn't-
murked.
I have a theory.
We just get introduced to him and he gets murked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like,
the
I
first
have a
moment we see
theory
him.
about him though.
but the Emperor, he's not Mace Windu. That's what it was.
No, it wasn't. Okay, so my theory is because I don't know if they're going to revisit it because it's the Legends canon, but it's still possible because they start nitpicking little things here and there from Legends canon that they decide, hey, okay, you know, maybe this will work. We're going to throw it in our movie. But so in Legends canon, Darth Sidious has a power to basically inhabit other people's body through the Force.
Yeah, like possess people. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
What?
crazy.
Why are you laughing?
So I feel that Snoke, and with that being said, the bodies weren't able to contain his power, so they would wind up being deformed and breaking apart and everything like that. Snoke looked like a hot fucking mess, bro.
But
I feel like he was possessed by
He's
Sidious.
probably alien.
Okay.
Well, no,
They're-
not even
it's
aliens
Star
that
Wars.
fucked
They're
up,
all
bro.
aliens.
That's what I'm saying. So he probably alien. So it was good with you. Discrimination.
He was,
go
like,
you.
he was dying in his chair, bro.
Yeah.
He looked like he had
word.
stage 5 lymphoma, bro.
So you think the Darth Sidious is still out here?
I feel,
Well, it's
he's
obviously
gonna go to-
yeah.
he is.
It's obvious.
Well, yeah, he's on like the main poster board in the background.
Oh,
for,
he-
for
yeah.
episode 8
Oh yeah. Word.
9.
and 9. Pardon.
9. Yeah,
Wait,
this
so
is
you
last
think
one.
that he's trying to get Kylo Ren's body?
Well,
He's
yeah.
trying to pull a
Essentially,
Orochimaru?
essentially,
Oh,
how it started was
this
that
is
he
sound
wanted
fucking
Anakin's body.
Yeah.
Hereditary.
To
Yo,
take control
deadass.
of.
Okay.
All right,
I
so
got it. That's a
Beraq,
good-
Beraq, what did you like or dislike about this?
I like and dislike IG 8833. 3PO.
IG 8833
PO. wait, hold on. Who is that big guy in Rogue One? What's his name?
What big guy?
The big robot.
K2SO.
Yeah.
Fire. I like the
Yeah,
way he's
K2SO.
Iron Giant looking guy. I like him. IB88.
BB8.
BB8. He's cool. I like him. What other robots are there out there?
Did just the robots?
I like
That's
the
it?
robots. They're cool. Kylo, I don't like Kylo. Ray. The fact that Ray just look. So Ray gets a lightsaber at the club. She went to the club,
Yeah.
and then she hears something. She goes to get the sword and the lightsaber, and then she's like,
She has
and then
a force vision,
something.
you mean?
Yeah, force visions. And then at the end, it's like, whoa, I'm gonna use this.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna beat his ass. This guy that's
I'm going to beat his ass.
yeah, pretty much. And then this guy has been holding one, killing people left and right.
And she murks him.
She murks him. What the hell? Now just like how, like his morale went down in my head. I was like, oh, this guy's gonna beat ass, man. Look at his badass mask. Got a cape. This guy's cool. Boom, sucks. Whack. I'm done. It's like,
Boom, sucks.
yeah. And then now, what's going on? And then she gotta go see like Luke Skywalker's.
Yeah, like I love Kylo in the
Hey.
beginning, and then all of a sudden I was just like, what?
He's not
I-
with it.
What
Well, like-
upset me about that
man.
that also is the fact that he was trained as a Jedi.
Yeah, that's what I'm
he
saying. It
was
was just like,
trained
why did
in
they-
the
he-
dark
Not
side.
not for long.
Well, not for long, but he was trained more so than she legitimately just picked it up.
Another thing is, why is everybody going to the Force, man? Luke Skywalker died, now everybody talking to him. Kylo Jin,
Kylo Jin.
Quan Jin,
No, he was.
he's the first one.
No, he
Quan
was
Jin.
in-
Qui-Gon Jinn, first one. Obi-Wan, he's the second one. Anakin,
yeah.
third, and then Skywalker.
You forgot Jar Jar.
Jar Jar is not a
Facts.
force
Jar
ghost.
Jar is actually a point I wanted to bring
There's
up.
a- wait.
I'm actually serious about this too. So go ahead.
But there's a deleted scene. There's a deleted Jar Jar's, like Jar Jar dies during Order 66.
But
There's a
Yeah.
deleted scene where the ship he's on, like they just fall down a waterfall. You just hear him.
Well, you said waterfall, as
Yeah.
if he doesn't live on the
but he
water.
Yeah.
lives underwater.
But I'm saying they tumble over a waterfall and his ship like blows up or some shit.
Maybe that's where they wanted to go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's what they hit in.
hold
Exile.
on, but let's not drive the point of Rey, being a prodigy or a fucking miraculous, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do that and then ignore the fact that Anakin blew up a Star Destroyer at 9 years old with no prior knowledge of how to fly a starfighter.
Yeah, I also I was watching. And I was like, dude, I was like,
like let's
Yeah,
come
I
on,
was
we
like, what the
like
hell
you
is
can't
this?
bring up one and not the other.
no.
Well,
no,
I mean,
I'm
he
saying,
was-
I didn't talk
he
about
was
the
a good pilot.
I would've
He's
said
also fucking 9 years
Yeah, he
old,
was
Will.
9
Like you
But-
can't.
But he did. But
Nah,
he
you
did,
can't
he,
argue
no,
that.
Well,
He was a
didn't know how
pilot.
to use like ships.
He was
I
not a pilot.
Yeah,
he was a pod
he-
racer.
It doesn't matter. He still had the talent of.
It does matter
Whoa,
because
whoa, whoa,
driving
whoa,
a
hold on.
car and driving a semi is not the same shit,
Yo, you
right?
gonna discount
They
his
did
sickle
not-
cell anemia,
First of all,
bro?
We were just talking about. We were
Word.
just talking about how in Star
Qui-Gon
Wars
Jinn.
everything isn't it isn't exact like in the real world. Maybe it's
Yeah.
the same thing. Maybe pod racing is the same thing.
but it isn't.
How do you know that?
Because they fucking look at him.
What?
Yeah,
Look at him.
What?
You can't make that point. We have no idea the correlation
Exactly.
between
Yeah, you
pod
don't.
racers
So maybe it's
Exactly.
the same thing. No,
Imperial
maybe it's the same
ship,
thing.
whatever the
So-
fuck it is.
It's not.
They
Just,
said-
bro. You can draw your own conclusion by just looking at them. This thing looks vastly different, even from bro. In the pod race, he hits one switch
Good
and
point.
then he hits one switch and then revs it. That's it. When he gets in the starfighter, he puts his helmet on, flicks the goggles down, clicks a bunch of switches. How the fuck does he know how to do any of that?
He also had,
He also had
had R2 that was also had it in
Oh,
autopilot
yeah.
at
It's-
first.
Okay,
Talking about
okay.
autopilot.
So if we can make all of these excuses for a fucking 9-year-old blowing up a Star Destroyer by himself when a fleet of trained, right? A fleet of trained Republic starfighters couldn't do it, then you can make the
But you
same
can't-
excuse.
okay,
for
wait,
Rey.
Skywalker
hold
did the
up.
same thing though.
But that's different.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Luke did the
also
same thing at a young
piloted
age.
plane, like,
Combat.
At a young age.
Yeah.
At a
Yeah,
young
like,
age, him too.
Both Anakin and
No,
Luke
but
were
he
no,
was
no,
genetic.
hold on, hold
He was trained in piloting.
on. Who?
Luke.
Okay, but either way, like Anakin had a niche for piloting. They said that from the beginning. That he
Okay.
was an ace pilot.
Yeah.
Everybody knew this.
Okay.
But Rey just picked up a lightsaber and just started swinging it.
Close quarters
Automatically, she
combat.
started beating up her fucking whatever. Who the fuck Kylo Ren is?
Facts.
Like, nah. That's kind of outlandish.
That's
I'm
why I don't
sorry.
like that.
We also don't know the whole story yet.
I mean,
Well,
we don't.
look,
Like
yeah.
the whole point of this whole like series was like the
He's-
countdown to the third one, right?
All right, so
like
maybe
it might
they
it might
explain it.
tie it in. Who knows? But
I'm-
also you can't. I'm just saying you can't do one without the other, bro.
I also heard somebody said that she was being possessed by Obi-Wan. It's
Oh
a
my
stupid. It's a stupid.
Oh,
It's
That just
stupid.
makes things worse. Like,
Lord.
it's just like, bro.
Oh.
Beraq.
my
B.
Oh my lord.
Oh my leg. Nah, man, I don't believe that, man. That's so stupid. I don't like the way she's doing what she's doing. Actually, she's a good actress. Finn cool, Poe cool.
They're all cool
IB3.
IB3. You mean BB8?
I like him too, and Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mandalorian is gonna be somehow connected to this next film.
Yeah. Well, if you see the drop schedules, the drop schedule for the episodes of Mandalorian, they skip the week that 9 comes out. So
Wow.
they skip the week that in 10 days when episode 9 drops, there's no Mandalorian episode that week, and then the following week it's the season finale. So I think it's gonna tie right. It's gonna tie right into it.
Like
as
he's gonna
far as-
is gonna
Yeah,
braid.
yeah. Like it's,
That'd be you know on some like if Disney did that, that'd be some next like they'd
That'd
be
be
pulling
some
money.
grimy
Yeah.
shit. Because
I mean that's
now,
that's
because now I
smart.
need the streaming service.
That's smart. Yeah, that's
Now
smart.
I need the streaming
Yeah, they
service.
Nah,
forcing
you
you to buy
definitely
this
do.
shit, Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
yeah.
20th
Yeah.
Century Fox.
I mean, they got me with Baby Yoda, but now
Yo, I mean Disney's.
yeah.
That's another discussion for
So
me.
they, what but Justin, you said you wanted to bring something up about the
you want to bring something up about Jar
This
Jar.
new-
is what
Jar
he
Jar
said.
Bink.
That's exactly what he said. He said it was
Jar
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 Jar.
Bink.
I
Yeah.
love Jar Jar. Oh,
So
I
cool.
like the theories for him. That shit was
Yeah,
that shit
he's
was so
cool.
dope.
the Darth Jar Jar theory had a lot of like merit. Like I watched
Yeah,
that video,
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
There was
holy
a lot
shit.
of backing to
shit.
it. There was a lot
Yeah.
of like.
Oh,
paperwork.
explain-
And
Explain
it's
to me.
funny. It's funny that Lucas was planning to have Jar Jar be the undercover Sith the whole time, but the backlash exactly right. But the backlash from the fans for after the first movie, which he kind of forced himself to just be like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
That'd be
Which kind
cool.
of I feel like it kind of ruined shit. I loved
He could have been like a Joker.
exactly
Like
that
a
was
funny,
that was the
laughing,
idea. Yeah,
sick-
that he was like planning this shit out the whole time.
I don't know, man.
Imagine how
The
weird.
shit just was not hitting, man.
I mean, look. I mean, at the beginning, I think it would have been great. I think they should have just waited.
Yeah, but Beraq, you like Jar Jar because it's funny to.
I
but
like
it's funny.
him
Yeah, like
because the actor was ridiculed and like it ruined his life. That's funny to me. Sorry.
He tried to kill himself.
And Michael Jackson was supposed to be Jar Jar.
I'm not sure
Michael
that's.
Jackson was supposed to do a lot of things.
Yo,
I'm not sure that's entirely.
I read
true,
an
bro.
article. I read an article, and it was like a movie thing about.
Was it on The Onion?
No. It was. I think it was kind of reliable source. I forgot
Kinda.
where I read it
Kinda.
from. Yeah, but they said Michael Jackson's supposed to be Jar Jar, and then they said no, it's gonna be CGI, and he backed out.
Fun fact is, Jar
Backed
Jar
out.
is supposed to. Jar Jar, you hear me? Michael Jackson was supposed to do the soundtrack for Sonic.
Sonic the
my
Hedgehogs.
God.
no, he did. He did.
He
for,
did.
For I think it was Sonic, the original Sonic. He worked on that, and Sonic 2 too.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, the game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did the music. He I think he was in the production. For the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So like, what are you guys expecting from this next like
I mean,
film?
look, man.
You better tie it up. You better wrap it up. Make something good happen.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Don't
look,
Game of Thrones
I'm
me, bro.
not a big fan of the new trilogy like that. I think the biggest complaint that everybody has is that the characters are kind of like lackluster. Like and it's not. And you know what's the funny thing? It's not even the actors. It's not even the positioning of the characters. Like their backstories are fine, bro.
Yeah.
And then the story itself in the new trilogy, like I think episode 7 and 8, if they rework the characters' motivations, it would have turned out so much better, or at least switch character roles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean that's probably a whole nother topic, but like, yo, you put me to rewrite 7 and 8, I'd probably rewrite it for you. And it's not even like I think anybody
For
could do it.
free.
Not in the fact that it's just like you don't even have to rewrite the whole story. Literally, the story is perfect. Just take the characters and put them in positions where it made more sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't think that that's like kind of, I don't know, you don't think that's a little pretentious to say? Like, yo, give me Star Wars. I'll write a better Star
I mean,
Wars.
I'm not saying that I'd write a better one, but I'm saying like anybody could have like thought of
That's really reductive, man. I don't know. Because like this is J.J. Abrams we're talking about. The Last Jedi I don't like that movie at all.
Okay.
Like, does anybody here like The Last Jedi?
That was the second one in the Star Wars. They stabbed the force, whatever, the hologram, and everything went left. You remember that? Luke Skywalker popped out as a hologram. They stabbed him. Kylo Ren came out, and he was exposed. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, he didn't have no footprints. There wasn't no footprints in the sand.
I'm dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that was whack.
yeah, I didn't like Last Jedi at all, but the first one is J.J. Abrams we're talking about, man. Like, this is a seasoned writer and director. Like,
I don't. It's
You know
not
what?
about that. It's
I
about
believe in Justin. I believe in you. You can do it.
No.
You can do Star Wars, bro. That's just easy work.
saying, yeah, give it to just anybody. Like,
It's
I
not
don't
that
know.
either. No. I'm not saying, like I said, like the story is perfectly fine. Like, right? But if you didn't look over the script, right? You could have just been like, yo, like these character intentions don't fucking fit. So let's rework it. Like, honestly, so first of all, the trailer itself put Finn as the Jedi, right? And
The first trailer?
Right.
Oh, but
Yeah.
he just
And-
used it once.
Right. And so and the
saber.
idea is that you knew Finn's backstory like halfway, right?
Mhm.
Right. It's not taking away anything from like the current, because I love Rey as the Jedi. I think she's so cool. Like, I think they had like the right fit for her as being the Jedi, but like her backstory just doesn't fit with it.
I agree.
It's like you. So look at Finn's backstory.
But she has no backstory.
No. Okay. So that even makes it more of a case of just like what the fuck is going on, because Finn, you know, he comes as a defected stormtrooper, right?
It's combat
Wouldn't it make
experience.
sense Wouldn't it make sense if a guy who grew up, taken away from his family, he grew up with the dark side of the Force, somehow just rejected it?
Okay.
Wait.
All right. So the First Order and the Empire and the Dark Side and the Sith are they work in conjunction, but they're two very
No,
separate
that's what I'm saying.
things.
So, but either way, it's still hovering around it. It's still there.
Yeah.
So, but like, you know, and the fact that he's a defective stormtrooper and that it just makes like a tighter backstory that this guy is trying to run away from the dark side because he's seen the bad shit that's been going on.
Yeah.
So that gives him reason to leave. He joins the resistance. The same story, bro. He meets Rey. Rey is like, you know, is in another world, right? But what does she do to survive? Right?
She's a scavenger.
Exactly. Doesn't that fit the idea of a smuggler? And then when she meets Solo, it makes that connection with them automatically, and she's an ace pilot. The same shit. It's just like it makes that, and then you know with the backstory where she doesn't have a family, right? She doesn't know where she comes from. Well, it doesn't matter because she already found her fucking father figure in like the few days that she spent with him. Han.
Yeah.
Bong, you got that. Now she has and then that also makes the character connections with Finn and Kylo and Rey and Kylo automatically, just right there.
Yeah, weren't they talking to each
You
other?
don't feel like all of that happened though? Like, I feel like
Nah.
she got, but the time she spent with Han was,
Okay.
I mean, well enough to be like, oh, hey, by the way, like, I trust you with my ship. Here, take this blaster. Like,
No, that's fine.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like-
fine. But then where does that leave Finn? Why introduce Finn?
Well,
Because
'cause
Finn,
Finn
is like
is-
Finn is just what the fuck.
no, I
is
see what
going
you
on.
mean. Like, Finn definitely got snubbed, but I don't think that Rey's trajectory. I don't think it's bad.
Does she
I just don't want to make, like, for me personally, I don't want to make any definitive claims until this new one.
Yeah, that's
I will.
That's another
I
thing.
will.
Saying?
Aren't they
The fin-
romantic?
No.
No, they're not.
Nah,
Definitive claim right now. I already know how the whole story is gonna end.
Wait, we'll move this way a little.
I already know how it's gonna end. It's so simple.
Yeah, perfect.
Adam Driver, he's too soft around the edges.
Yeah,
He is the Jedi. He is the good guy.
I agree.
Rey is bad.
That's very agree.
Boom.
Yes, balance.
they could do that.
Very
They could do that.
If
Everybody would see it coming a mile
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Agree,
I
very
mean, you know,
I see it. Or
if it happens like that'd tie in shit.
Rey's
like,
bad and she does like this and she rips her skin off his fucking jaw.
Sit- now that's the next one.
That
No,
is
and then
amazing.
she rips the skin off his Jar Jar, and then she rips it off again, and Qui-Gon.
Yeah. Hey,
And then,
Qui-Gon.
no, and then Qui-Gon rips it off again, and it's B3CP3.
Yeah. BB-33. That's my man, my son.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So,
Wait, so who does she make out with?
she doesn't make out with him.
What is all that grabbing with Finn though?
No, Finn was grabbing
No,
her.
Finn-
Actually, that was
Finn
like,
was
that was rape.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
I was like, what the
Finn
fuck
better
is going
watch out.
Yeah.
See, it's just like it makes
Finn
it,
had a
He was
crush
trying to
on her,
protect her,
yeah.
but she was like, I don't need protecting.
Yeah, Finn
And he
had
was
a crush
like,
on her.
uh-oh.
Independent archetype.
But I need protection.
Toxic
obviously.
masculinity.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
everybody else's stories were fine, right? Like Kylo's is great. I thought his story was great with like him trying to finish off
My thing
Vader's
is, yeah, but
like plans because like that's your granddaddy and shit. Whatever.
it's a 2-hour film, right? The
Um,
first one.
The
Yeah.
first one?
Yeah, you have 2 hours.
Which
to
is the
build.
one
It's
where
a little over 2
where they
hours.
go to that other planet with the heist. It's like
Tatooine.
it turns into fucking
The
Ocean's
casino
11.
shit?
Yeah, Ocean's
Yeah.
11
It's
shit.
Last Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that shit was crazy. Why?
And imagine like Finn meeting Luke. How much of a connection they would have because they both
20 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
they
they
did
both
some-
like
Yeah.
dealt with like
I
the
mean,
Ocean's
oppression,
13
like,
I think the-
firsthand.
Yeah. No, I see what you mean. I think the Finn. I'm just like Finn was a departure from the Force, right? Like Finn is just a goon. Like literally, he was
Force brought him.
just a stormtrooper, and was like, "This is wrong." And that's not the first time in the Star Wars universe that has happened. And not all of them were Force sensitive. Because I don't know if I'm the only one here that's seen Rebels, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The show.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah,
What's it about?
it's about some rebels. So.
Oh yeah, there's a blonde dude.
So Sabine, who is a Mandalorian on Phoenix Squadron,
Oh yeah.
she defected from the Imperial Academy. Wedge Antilles, the pilot, you know, Biggs and Wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
What is the alien dude?
No, Biggs and Wedge are two rebel pilots who are like legends, but they end up dying in like 5.
Thanks.
Either 4 or 5, I don't remember.
Thanks.
Anyway, whatever. Biggs and Wedge, they defected from the Imperial Academy too. So it's like,
And,
Does-
and
does it-
Han was also
yeah,
part of the Imperial
yeah.
Academy.
Actually, Han was in the Imperial Academy too. So it's like, you know,
Wait, where-
Finn not being what happened?
Were any of these people Force sensitive?
No, and neither is Finn.
But then
Did
we
any
can-
of them have any weird allergies or anything?
Count
There's
Dooku.
got to be some sort of.
No, but I'm saying like Finn didn't have to be a Jedi because you like I think that like just because you wanted that to go somewhere doesn't mean that the place that it did go is bad necessarily.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think so. If that was the case,
just
like
seems
you could have just,
confusing. I
you
get
could,
it.
yeah. It's just like the fact that he is
sorry.
a defective
you-
stormtrooper, just like the way he was introduced, just made so much sense. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, and like,
Wait, it made sense for what? For him to be the Jedi?
yeah, like if that was the case, and you could have took anybody. and
Maybe
did that.
Mandalorian
Like,
before
you coulda
Jedi.
took
Yeah,
Rey and
yeah.
did that shit.
Maybe Mando.
I feel like a defected stormtrooper would be either a smuggler or a double agent or like sell first order secrets.
But like
And shit like that, you know what I mean?
It also brings to the fact that you know how they always say like the Force can run anywhere and it could be in anything. Bro,
Yeah.
why not just?
Because
have
there
a
was
Jedi,
there was
bro?
also like never like
Why
there
not?
was never any indication that like Finn was even closely remotely force sensitive. Like there was never any
The only,
indication of
the
that.
But they
only
could've
one that
just-
makes
they could've
sense
just made
is Kylo Ren.
My thing is,
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
yeah,
literally
that's
the only
fine.
Skywalker
So-
in the entire.
the story is just
Kylo's-
winging it.
Kylo's is the only one that makes sense, but like also with the whole lineage that he's a Skywalker, I'm tired of like the Skywalkers being the only ones who get like this whole force.
But that's
it's
that's
just
the whole story.
That's the
Well,
point.
that's because
the point.
everybody else is dead. They ain't got no family.
Now,
Well, like-
all the Jedi's are dead as well. So there's only one. There's only those
I
few.
mean, no, but there's other people that are force sensitive that are not Skywalkers now, like Rey, Baby Yoda,
Who?
like
Well,
like.
you don't
but
know.
it's
also
true, like-
also that kid at the end of the Last Jedi, the one that picks up the broom with the Force.
Oh,
Yeah.
the baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Anybody.
What?
Yeah, I did. You remember that?
Yeah.
The broom.
Yeah, he
The
was.
broom is
he-
force sensitive.
he-
Not
nah,
the kid.
son.
It's not the kid. it's the
He
broom.
was just Turbo from the Electric Boogaloo, bro.
Oh, I thought you meant Turbo from the movie Turbo.
Oh, the snails.
The snail.
Yo, that's a good fucking
It's
movie.
just Turbo. The movie. You remember that stupid ass movie?
Yo, what the fuck was that even
It was-
about?
it was
a
Cars.
snail. He went to
It was-
NASCAR.
It was cars with snails.
Those cards with snails.
Yo, they
Complete
did.
opposite of
Yo, that was a jip. DreamWorks fucking came at Disney.
Oh.
DreamWorks
But
said,
honestly,
"Oh, yeah."
Disney can't touch DreamWorks when it comes to Shrek. Hands down, best
Yeah,
movie ever
Shrek has
made.
the largest co-following ever. I don't know why we're talking about Star Wars. We should be talking
Why
about
we
Shrek.
not
talking about Shrek? We're talking about Shrek. We should talk about Shrek.
Shrek
lore.
2020 is coming out.
Yo,
Shrek
why are
lore.
we not talking about Shrek?
Keep up.
Yo, we can't
Shrek
keep this
2020.
Donkey Kong law, bro.
Oh, don't get me started. But no, we gotta keep continuing.
Yeah, let's
Let's
continue
continue
with,
continuations.
with Star Wars.
So look-
what do you? So okay, what? Go ahead, Brock. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, they rush the storyline. That's all. Like, it's illegitimate. You see how Mandalorian, like, you can just tell there's something like he comes from. He's legitimate, and then like throughout these episodes, he has flashbacks, and then like those flashbacks like answers questions to why he's so like drawn to Baby Yoda because he had a bad
Yeah.
childhood. He sees himself in this baby, and like just things like that. Like Rey would just boom there, this boom she got to grab a
Right,
lightsaber,
yeah.
boom she kicked ass. Like maybe some sort of like backstory. You have 2
Context,
hours and
yeah.
plus, and Finn comes out like
Yeah.
I can see Finn dying in this new one because he is helping. But also like we haven't had a main like a African American character in the movie. Like Samuel Jackson was the last one that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And we do need one in this like the social climate we are in right now.
Yeah. So I was
Like a
gonna
hero.
I was gonna ask you, like, you don't think that? I mean, I feel like because all in like Hearse boys, right? Like we're all boys, we're all men, we're all cis, we all identify as like men or whatever. So you don't think that like, especially on the internet, you don't think that a lot of this criticism just feels like angry fanboys that are mad that a girl.
No. Like I
No,
said,
I
like,
love the girl.
love Ray. Like who doesn't like?
I
Ray?
just
If you
wish
don't
she was
like
more
Ray, you're
legitimate.
fucking
Wait,
but I'm saying-
sorry, hold on, Will. What were you saying?
I feel like that's definitely part of it because I feel like obviously there's people that do understand. For example, I feel that the story for the last two weren't that great, but a lot of the fanboys online are just like, oh, this is stupid.
I mean,
She's
like, look,
stupid.
There's a woman.
No. When I first watched The Force Awakens, I loved it. Well, I love that oh shit, Finn is not the actual Jedi, she is.
Yeah.
And like when I went to go see it with my sister, like her eyes lit up like when she saw
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I mean?
And that shit is
And,
important.
yeah,
That
it
shit
is, it is.
matters.
But if that was the case, just make it a black female. Like if we're trying to
Whoa,
hit
whoa, whoa!
everybody-
You're asking for too much.
No,
down there,
like-
partner.
Man, we got one guy in there. That's the white people making these movies.
Make it a black female. God
Make it a black female. No, hold up. Imagine a black female.
You're gonna cause a
as the
riot.
lead Jedi. Come on.
That'd be fire.
I literally have not seen a black female Jedi at all.
I got you on one. I got you on one.
Was it?
Come on.
Was it Count Dooku's? No, sorry. Qui-Gon Jinn's? I'm not even.
black. And
His shorty was black. She was. I think she was.
No, I don't think so.
In the
Nah,
comic book, she
Nah,
depicted black.
Wrong movie, bro. It's
No.
Viola Davis in the movie Widows. That's his wife is black in that movie, but he's still racist.
Qui-Gon
He's still racist.
He's
He's
still
still right
racist.
around a Nissan looking for
black
black
bastard.
He said Liam Neeson and Liam Neeson's niece on his knees on ease on a Nissan.
Yeah.
Looking for black.
Looking for a black bastard.
But they could have just switched. They could have just
I
switched
hear what
Ray
you're
and Finn.
saying.
Then they could have
I
just
hear what
put
you're
her
saying.
as the stormtrooper, Finn as the smuggler.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
So
boom.
you don't,
No.
but like as a panel of men, right?
Nah, like-
we can agree that a lot of these motherfuckers, like their arguments
Okay.
are not merited at all.
yeah,
like
100%.
Justin, what Justin's saying is like, hey,
It's more
it would
about
have
the
made
skill,
more
yeah.
sense. Like Ray smuggler inherits the Millennium Falcon from another smuggler, has nothing to do with the
Exactly.
Force, right? I get that.
Yeah.
And then Finn coming from the First Order, established by
That
a
oppression,
dark side user, like he goes
Exactly.
light side, he
Yeah.
goes Jedi. Yeah, that makes sense.
Same thing for
we
Kylo
can,
Ren.
yeah, but
that
we can
one.
agree, right? We can agree, just so we know, that a lot of the bullshit that these guys are saying is just like, oh, she's a Mary Sue. Look at, she don't need no training,
I'm
no
true.
Yeah, I'm
nothing.
getting tight.
It's just some girl.
You handing the lightsaber, like, come on, like,
Wait.
shut the fuck up. All right? Like,
Yeah, but at least just so like if she could fight at least, like maybe a scene that like she.
Nah, if
Well, she was all, okay.
Even
all right,
if,
hold on.
Even if it was a dude, I would still be like, I don't
Not
understand
like, yeah,
why
it's
this
the same-
person is
it's
so
the same
capable.
She
shit.
busted
I don't know, man.
Kylo's
You
ass
remember when
in the
Finn got
ending of the
watched by
first
stormtrooper when he
movie.
was holding the
She
lightsaber?
fucking
I expected that
grabbed
shit.
it. Like
She
Because
grabbed
he's
the
not
lightsaber.
trained.
Oh,
Like, you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
Remember,
imagine
oh
if he
yeah,
was
she
Jedi,
did. Wow,
right?
Yeah.
But I expect the same shit. That stormtrooper, he was trained. He could handle his weight. But Finn just picked up the lightsaber. He got washed. That made so much sense. like Jedi or not.
Well,
It's just he
Finn is also not Force sensitive.
No,
The-
but I'm saying if he was
the
like,
Force-
let's roll with like the fact that he was.
Yeah.
Say Rey was the one in that position, right? She should get washed too.
Nah,
Force sensitive or not?
because the Force doesn't work that way.
so you
man.
could. So you telling
Like,
me
you
because
could-
you Force sensitive, you could pick up a lightsaber and fucking swing it, and you already got like.
I mean, it
Word.
affects different people differently.
So
like,
then but
that's why like why you think Anakin. See, this is what
But
brings
Anakin-
me back to Anakin, because like Anakin's affinity for piloting was not from his experience.
Yeah,
because
it
no, it wasn't. He's fucking 9.
This kid
was 9
dealing
years
with
old.
But he's a
robots.
little baby. He was wilding
No,
out.
but he was dealing with robots and mechanics since he was that age.
Okay, and
that's
Rey.
understood, but they kept on referencing. He was like, you can see a little bit into the future, can you?
Yeah.
And
No, no, but-
that's the reason he was so well at
Right,
piloting,
so-
was because he can see
because
into the
of
future.
the Force.
Doesn't that make that doesn't that pin it together though? That gives you context.
But
for
that-
the
but
reason
I
why
just-
he can drive.
But I just gave you context for Rey. It's
So
the Force.
she's Force
No, no,
sensitive,
that's not-
so
that's
she's
not- no,
nasty.
that's
No,
not
that's
no
that.
context.
See, that's weird.
That
Like,
is because
now-
the force,
now you're just
the
like,
force,
yeah.
If the Force wills it,
So it
It
shall
will
be.
happen.
No,
Yes.
no, that's not the way. No. He can see. Look at the context. He can see into the future. Therefore, he can learn how to. Look, he already knows, and he's been working. But he's already been.
because of the Force.
And he's already been working.
He's saying
with
that he's
robots.
legitimate. There's some legitimacy there. Like he's
Alright.
been like it makes sense. He's a
But
mechanic.
it's exactly
kid.
the same.
No, it's not.
But-
She.
but
like,
she does not
she
know
never
nothing
picked
about
up-
no
she never-
lightsaber.
Okay,
she never
but
picked
hold
up a
on.
lightsaber.
Wait, is the movie asking for too much? Not holding your hand? Did we not assume that the tallies on the wall of that ruined Star Destroyer that she lives in, by the way, in the desert by her fucking self for however long those tally marks are on there, bro? That's years, bro.
So what she
You know
did?
what I'm
She
saying?
picked up a.
So,
second-
no,
On top of that, when she
Scavenging?
had that bow staff on
Oh,
her.
wow,
she
she
was
could scratch
dead-ass
the
giving
wall.
some fucking work, bro.
Yes, she scratched the wall,
Wow.
surviving by her fucking self
All right,
from
so
when
she-
she was
she-
like,
Wow,
She
she
held
could
the whole
scratch
time.
the wall. She could beat everybody up now.
yeah, but it's like it's just mad stupid to
I
be
know.
like, nah, this 9-year-old boy because
At least
it
on
makes
flashbacks.
sense.
No, but-
So if she beat,
He has
Ren-
no past.
So if she beat Ren, based only off the Force, like say she got rocked on a lightsaber fight, but she was able to like use the Force at a capacity that he couldn't, and beat him with that would have made more sense. Then when she went to go train with Luke, then she actually.
That's
knew how to use
cool.
the lightsaber.
I agree.
You got to get in the frame.
All right, you know what? I feel like for Anakin, we know his mini chlorian count, right?
Chlorine.
But
That motherfucker was God. He was born with
His
no-
chlorine count.
until I get the paperwork.
He was in
with
Highbridge.
Rey, I'm not gonna. I gotta see the mini chlorians.
He was
They-
in
they
Highbridge. He
explain
was in
it.
I gotta see
Highbridge.
him for Finn too, and I
Yeah.
want him. I want him from Baby Yoda.
He was in Highbridge pool for too long, and his
Yeah.
chlorine count.
Chlorian count.
His chlorine count
His
got
chlor-
too
But
high.
this is all
Florian.
like this is all still like before episode 9. Like we still haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
This is just saying this is just assumptions until we see the last.
But
one
even
after that.
even then, y'all not gonna be happy with whatever the fuck.
Nah,
they
I'll
do.
be
no, I mean I hope
No,
I'm
you're
happy.
not.
You
I
don't
want it
know
to
that,
end.
nah.
I forgot I watched the latest one that came out in the movie theaters. I forgot until today. I was like, I saw it in the theaters. That's how bad it was.
Yo, I
swear to
really didn't
God.
like The Last Jedi.
I swear to God, I was like,
Bro,
yo.
when Boy sent the thing of Luke and he just tossed a lightsaber, he was like, "Yo, that's the whole movie."
Yeah,
was
that
like-
is the entire movie. I
And
hate
then they
the Last
team
Jedi.
up. They start talking to each other on some ghost shit. Patrick Swayze. They look
Yo,
at each
Patrick
other's
Swayze
eyes,
ghost shit, you right.
and then they're all on some bullshit. They look at each other like, "Yo,
But there
let's
was
go,
some
let's
good
go wild out,
moments.
Snooki."
Both movies had like really tight moments. Like first of all, that casino scene in episode 8, even though none of it made sense, it was still
No, it
popping.
made sense. I just didn't fucking care.
Yeah, it's like
I
some
did-
James
it was
Bond
tight.
shit.
About it.
They're
The
walking
visuals were
by
tight
each
for it,
other,
it was
winking.
Yeah, it was ocean.
Like obviously everybody loved the throne room scene, even though like what transpired before that was kind of like what the fuck. But
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the
Cool
fight
as hell.
itself was dope, right?
I'm actually kind of happy that they. I know a lot of people hated the fact that Luke decided to go and do that fucking
Hologram?
the hologram of himself. But the thing in Legends that he did that too. He had spread himself off to like multiple fucking planets, did the same
Yeah,
thing.
he could be
Well,
at two places.
I don't think
a
that,
million
that was
places.
fine.
at
to
once.
me.
yeah, yeah.
I thought that was cool. I
Yeah.
thought that was a way.
I was hyped for
Yeah.
it, but I didn't. It was a cop out. That it was like, oh shit, it's too much for my fucking heart.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, but Ronnie, you were gonna make several points.
Yeah, Mark Hamill, he could do it. I believe
He could do it.
if he could play the Joker in the
He
chair,
could play the Joker.
he
Yeah,
could play the
fuck
Luke and
yeah.
the on the
You
his
talking
feet.
about Jared
Play
Leto?
multiple cartoon characters.
Yo, Jared Leto.
Jared Leto
just
would
took
have
his
been a
place.
good Kylo Ren's.
He's the next. He's the next.
Kylo
Sith
Ren?
Lord. No. Jared Leto is gonna be the new Sith in the new movie. It's not
Christ.
Sidious.
You know
bro.
who I don't
It's
like?
Jared
I don't
Leto.
like Jared Leto. You know who I like? Jake Gyllenhaal. He seems like a nice guy.
Ooh, Ryan Reynolds.
Ooh, Jake
Ryan Reynolds seems
Jiggleballs.
like he's fun too.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Jiggleballs. I
Anyway,
like him.
whole point is,
Balls in my face.
I think I'll be
I
happy
was
with
hacked.
whatever happens. Like I feel like it's not gonna be like Game of Thrones where I'm gonna be like severely disappointed and underwhelmed. I think
I'm already severely.
I'm just excited to see like who takes the spot of light and who takes the spot of dark
Yeah.
because I know that's just gonna
Yeah, I feel
have
like
to
that's
happen.
like
And it
what's
did have
going
that
on
short,
right now.
that
Yeah.
short clip where Ray
Oh,
is
spoilers!
holding-
I haven't watched the trailers on purpose.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
Please.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, word. I didn't see no trailers. I didn't
So,
give a
I think
fuck.
this. Oh, go ahead, Rainey.
What's no? Go ahead. Finish. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, because I'm gonna
continue.
move on to a different point. So go ahead.
Oh, I also thought that well, this is for a new point actually. I thought the introduction or the reintroduction of Sidious was kind of dumb. They should have just left that shit where it was. Like I'm sick of Sidious.
You
And
mean like
Sidious-
develop Snoke more?
not even. It's like if you already killed off Snoke, just find a new thing. Like, but just they brought back Sidious because I felt like they just had nothing left on the table at that point. Just because
Yeah, no one's evil enough.
Unless,
like-
unless, and again, I'm just saying you got to leave room for the third one to do its thing.
Question.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
fine. Like we
They're
still
gonna
don't know,
come back
but
as
like
ghosts.
Can,
just the memory of Sidious.
what is?
like,
Can Sidious be one with the Force OD too, or the Force only good?
No. The-
So you
the-
can't be that hologram.
No, you can be an aspect of the Force on the dark side, but you're you're like a demon basically.
So he could
Like,
be
you're
a
an-
demon.
Cool,
You're
the
an
way-
oppressive
but the way
spirit.
that Will said that he just like he puts himself into other people's bodies. That is some dark side shit.
Yeah, like in Battlefront 2. I don't know if anyone played the story for that game.
Oh no.
Where you
no.
like the person you serve is literally like an android with Sidious's soul in it. Like his face is a screen and it's fucking Sidious's face on the robot helmet screen.
When did that take place?
After
Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes
After
place
Return of the
after after Return of the Jedi because Sidious is presumed dead by then. So Battlefront 2 takes like literally you are a TIE fighter pilot or a shadow trooper or something on the ground, like on Endor, I think, and you look up and the second Death Star is falling apart, and then you're like, holy shit,
Yeah, like what's going on?
what
yeah.
the fuck? And then Inferno Squad, you're like okay, like this is what he warned us about, like we gotta move.
Yeah,
And
You
that's how the
start off-
game
You
starts.
start off as like what is it? Like a special ops like stormtrooper.
Yeah,
That's
like a
what you
shadow
want.
trooper.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Are they gonna start building those balls differently?
Right?
it's just
Those
like-
space balls.
The Silver Stormtrooper. He's supposed to be some badass, right?
It's a
Oh,
girl.
it's
It's
girl.
it's
girl,
Gwendolyn.
woman.
It's Gwendolyn
Oh
Christie.
my god, I
It's
forgot
Brianna
about Captain
Tarth.
Phasma.
Oh
Such
my
a
God.
dope character.
Yo,
No
Brianna
screen time.
Tarth?
Killed
Yeah.
off stupidly, bro. Killed off whack.
Yeah. So I think that's
Oh,
a
Finn
point
killed
of
her.
like yeah. Well, Finn kicks her into some
They
fire,
don't
but
give
like
a fuck.
We don't know if
shit,
she's
man.
dead.
You don't
we
give a
always
fuck.
say we don't know if she's
They're like,
dead.
yo,
because-
put some
Who the fuck
badass
am I
motherfucker in this shit, and let's get his ass beat 3 seconds.
Yo, 007 is in this.
well, that's what
movie
I'm
too.
saying. It's like
James
Daniel
Bond.
Craig.
James Bond, yeah, Daniel Craig is in the movie.
Daniel
Just-
Craig, yeah, he was in the.
He's a
episode
stormtrooper.
7.
You
He
never
was a
know.
stormtrooper.
You can make
Oh,
another
yeah.
cameo. You could jump off.
I heard
a
also
train.
like all of Mastodon was like fuck. It was wearing stormtrooper outfits too.
all of Mastodon.
Yeah, like
I
the
heard the
band?
same thing.
Yeah.
No, I heard the same thing about Mastodon in Game of Thrones. Like they were White Walkers in Hardhome.
Yeah. I heard that too.
Or not
Yo,
White Walkers, they were whites in,
Yo, they
in
into their
Hardhome.
nerd shit, bro.
Yeah.
They be making
That's
hype
pretty
That's
cool.
music.
fire.
That's pretty cool. So like,
That's gonna be
so I guess the
awesome.
next point I wanted to make was like, what do you make of the title, like Rise of Skywalker? Like, what do you make of the title? Because so what I mean is like, for example, like for me, it's like, I think that it means like it doesn't literally mean Rise of Rey Skywalker or you know what I mean, or Ben Skywalker or whatever, like Kylo Ren. I think it's like there's no more Jedi, there's no more Sith, no more First Order, no nothing, and all Force sensitive people are just called Skywalkers. Like by the end of it, like if you use the Force at all, if you are a Force user, you are a Skywalker. You know what I mean? Like it becomes less a family name and more so like a philosophy.
I don't know. I feel like it's definitely going to be Ben Solo.
Like coming out of his evil shell.
Yeah,
that-
I
that's
feel
the most
I feel
plausible.
like I agree with
I like
Justin
that.
on that switcheroony.
Yeah, just like the end of the
Yeah,
number.
because you saw that Rey kind of had a strong affinity for the dark side.
Yeah.
like 6.
Nah, no, she didn't.
Yeah, she
What
did.
you talking about?
Well, the thing is, she stared into the dark side without any fear of it whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
And
Anakin did the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. And you saw how freaked out Luke got when she fucking did that.
Yeah, he was like, I seen that shit once before.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell to the no, no,
Oh,
no.
the baby.
Hell no. Hell no.
No.
Look,
So what do you make of the name?
it would be cool if they all just turn dark.
That's it.
They all just turn dark. Boom. Everybody's dead.
That's the worst fucking.
That'd be fun. I like
worst
that.
take I've ever
No more
heard.
stars in the galaxy.
Yeah, all
Everything's dark,
Skywalkers are
that's
just
it.
a cursed name. That'd be awesome. Just being a Skywalker is scary. Rise of Skywalker, and then then maybe Luke's
It's like
dead.
Blackest Night. Everybody just turned to zombies.
Yo, it'll be beast. Like Skywalkers.
Just to add more fuel to the fire, close it out like The Sopranos ended.
Just a black screen.
Like a lot of shit's happened. Has
15
nothing to do with
minutes into the
nothing.
movie, bro.
Sorry.
15 minutes
That's
into the movie, just black screen. That's it. They're just Star Wars.
Nah, I think I agree. Ben Solo shit. It's gonna be like. I see it. I see it happening. Adam Driver's gonna be.
He's a
like, I'm
Skywalker.
good now, and this lightsaber. I don't need this one.
Are you sure?
I need
Because
this one.
I'm 100% sure.
I think toys-
Real talk. I'm
Nah,
down
I
to
think-
put
you
real
know what I
cash
think?
on the table
like
right now.
the toys spoiled a lot. Like toys
None-
always spoil everything
Damn.
Tell me the toys.
because they're Sith. Like the new pops are Sith troopers, so they're basically stormtroopers just blooded out. And like they have like the cool like shit on the side. Like,
Yeah.
It's sick. It looks so sick. So I'm thinking that Kylo Ren took over, right? Did what he was finna do.
Definitely did.
And instilled this new order of stormtrooper where they're completely loyal and maybe they're all force sensitive. Like maybe all his troopers are force sensitive now and they're all dark side.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
like,
What if you
yeah,
bring back the Knights
so,
of Ren now? See, that's another thing.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like it might go that route, and that's why I'm thinking that maybe it's not him, because they alluded to that at the end of Last Jedi when they fight in the throne room, and he's like, yo, that's another thing that got me tight about that movie, when he's like, yeah, no more Jedi, no more Sith, let's end it all. I'm like, okay, this is getting cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he goes, let's end it all. And you could come with me and we could forget about all of this.
Yeah.
And rule the galaxy. Like, yo, you just said that you like and rule the
Goes to my point. Rise of Skywalker.
you know?
maybe
can't
Rise
be
of
incensed.
Skywalker has to
Incensed?
do with Leia.
What?
Maybe Rise of Skywalker has to do with Leia. 'Cause she's the
It was
only-
supposed to, but then, R.I.P. Carrie Fisher. But like
Carrie.
it was supposed to go that route.
Maybe they got a lot of CGI in the movie.
They do.
I don't
Maybe they're
think-
keeping it secret.
Count
I
Dooku's.
don't know.
I think they would find
Rise
it
of
in
Qui-Gon
bad
Jinn,
taste,
bro. That's what
hopefully.
it is.
Yeah.
He was
Facts.
a Skywalker the whole time.
Yo.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Mm.
He's Anakin
Dark Maul.
Pops the whole time.
he
He
had a
came back to
yeah.
see his baby moms. He was like, oh, you don't remember? Oh, okay.
BB-33 and 83PO.
Yo, Natalie Portman's
You
ghost
fire.
comes.
Portman.
Shit, now here we go.
Word Portman.
Yeah,
Yo,
Portman Jr.
Portman Jr.
So, okay, so like we talked about expectations, we talked about like what you didn't like about it, but what do you like about this sort of new era Disney canon Star Wars? That like what's your favorite aspect of it, and like what are you most invested in? So like for example, like Beraq, the way you said how they wrote Mandalorian,
Yeah.
right, and like how you really like that.
I do a lot.
I think that the Mandalorian's a very easy character to write because number one, it's already established, and number two, they were already cool. Like before,
Yeah.
before Mandalorian,
But-
the Mandalorians were already cool. So
Yeah.
like it's easy to do
It
that.
has a Samurai Jack-esque, like Samurai Jack, like this is a Samurai Jack episode. He walks, something happens. He solves that problem,
And then
the
keep
journey,
walking.
and the journey's not done.
And you keep walking.
And you just keep walking.
they're
And that's literally what it is.
And then Aku
It
don't
keeps-
pay his phone bill.
Yeah, like, it's fire. I just love that. Like he's
kind
just
of-
a badass.
It feels a lot like I don't know if you're familiar with Lone Wolf and Cub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a western.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Japanese spaghetti western. Yeah. That's why I like about it a lot. I also like. I mean, I haven't seen Rebels or Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, yeah.
But I do like that the new Disney canon is doing its best to try to intertwine everything
what I
in
was gonna
between
say,
the
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I like that, like, they're expanding just not only off the movies, but they're letting other media, you know, put their hands in this story.
They should take
and, like, the
advantage.
universe and just putting these different stories together, and then, you know, it's all canon, it all fits, and it's like, you know,
Yeah.
The
I
story
just
is fire.
I like
Yeah.
I like Mandalorian well enough. I just feel like it falls back on the cool guy trope too hard, and it's like the Mando himself is not interesting.
Not whatsoever.
He's not
Not
interesting
yet.
at
he
all.
Pedro Pascal.
But then
Not
but
yet.
that's
It's
not-
only
no, but-
5 episodes in.
Okay, it's only 5 episodes in, so let's keep the same energy for Rey. I'm just saying.
Dude, there's 2-hour movies and they
Nah.
take place. They do a lot.
Okay.
The 3 movies.
Nah, I'm just saying.
3 movies
'Cause
did a
we-
lot with
'cause
Anakin.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, bro.
I'm not hating, I'm not hating.
Look at it on the other side. Like, y'all have made excuses for all of the men I have mentioned, but as soon as Rey is mentioned, you're like, no, this is stupid.
Hold on.
But then
No,
it's like,
Princess Leia fire. though.
Anakin. As soon as Anakin's like, wait, but no, he trained.
Qui-Gon
Yeah,
Jinn,
sure.
shorty
hold on.
fire.
And then the Mandalorian. No, but you know what I mean. So like, let's just keep it the same. Like I'm just saying.
I
you know
heard
what
Baby
mean?
Yoda, girl.
I'm having an open. No. Okay, I'm having
Might
an
be
open
female.
part to the finish.
Woman.
You know, the end of this trilogy, and it obviously has nothing to do with the fact that Rey's a freaking girl. Cut that shit out because Ahsoka's my baby girl. Nobody gonna talk shit about her. Why? Cause she hot shit. Yo, she had context all around her backing. Bro.
Yeah, but
Same thing
I'm
with Leia.
giving you
No,
I'm
like-
giving you the other side of it. Like,
no,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
that's.
saying?
But I'm also, you know, presenting the fact that there's a lot of women in Star Wars that deserve the respect they get.
Hell
already.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
So
not just
fire.
like, and I wish there was more representation.
Padme?
So I'm not gonna take away from the fact that Rey being the Jedi is like the issue. I'm talking about her story. Like I said, like yo, put Rey as the defective stormtrooper, you would have had the same story. Doesn't fucking matter.
Yo,
Doesn't
word.
matter, bro.
Padme
But, like,
fire.
That's just like
what?
everything don't make sense. Yo, right?
She is.
Yo, Padme is.
She is wow.
Yeah, so-
She the twins.
So like, okay, so man, I don't know.
She
I'm-
can spit them out.
Shock T, Shock T was also like another hitter.
What?
What was Homegirl's name?
Anakin's Padawan.
The Sith assassin.
Sith assassin.
So
Ventress. Yeah.
Who gonna talk shit about Ventress, bro?
Oh,
No, I'm just okay. So
there's
yeah,
fire.
that's
Whoa.
yeah.
It's
It's
fire
cool.
left and right.
No, yeah,
And
it's
sad
cool.
that she's
It's
not
like
even in the movies, bro, because she was so sick.
she dies in a novel.
Yeah.
So that's what I was gonna say.
You talking about the blue girl that
No,
looked like the girl from
ball-
Fifth Element?
the
Isn't
ball headed girl.
Wait, yeah.
The bald head, no, the blue girl. The
Oh,
she
Fifth Element.
we're doing that had a she was no the blue girl that had a Chewie that had a Chewbacca with her, not a Chewbacca, a
No,
Wookiee,
no.
but she was a Jedi.
No.
In 3.
She's fire.
No.
She's from the Old Republic,
All right, I wanted to say something. I think.
No, I wasn't talking about her.
But
I
she's
don't think
fire.
We're, like
Yeah.
making like
Alien Fifth Element.
a point that like okay, this person is female. They are not like capable of fighting this man. Like for me, that's not the point.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
definitely.
think that's the point anyone here was trying to make. I think it was more like okay, this person like knows how to fly a ship, even though they're 9 years old. They have been around ships, and we know for sure they're force sensitive.
Mhm.
So the likelihood of them doing what they did makes a lot of sense. When it comes to Rey, which is someone that is, I guess we could say force sensitive since she like grabbed the lightsaber. and
Scratching walls.
she's been scratching walls.
Yeah, that's
I-
how many
I just
days
think-
she's had to survive by herself. Like,
I understand.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, the movie doesn't hold your
Yeah, but she
hand,
was-
bro.
but
Like,
but
It's fine, it's
she
fine.
was
It's not
surviving
my
off of being a
business.
scavenger, not really fucking
All right, listen,
holding a lightsaber.
Let me finish the
You know
point.
what I
Let me finish the point. The point is
Anakin didn't fly a starfighter either.
Okay, we get it.
But he was pod racing.
But it's a
Taking
gift.
Names, bro.
He is like having a
Let-
gift.
let him
Pod
finish.
racing.
You don't just pick up a sword and fight, and that's a gift. Go ahead.
What is a gift? What are you talking
All
about?
The Anakin had a gift. He's a tech
And
savvy.
he worked on like,
He
was working with ships and robots the whole time since he was a baby.
Yeah, and he was
Give him a
nasty
moment.
with the
Give him a
racing.
moment. God.
They had a whole scene about the racing.
I feel like we had like there's a lot more like evidence and a lot more like backstory that went into Anakin
I agree.
than has gone into Rey.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gone into Kylo Ren or like anyone else in the new trilogy, right? So I just think it just seems more unlikely that someone would pick up this weapon and be able to go toe to toe with someone
A Sith Lord.
a Sith Lord,
Pretty much.
someone who has been trained to fight.
Bro,
He's not a Sith Lord.
but he's training to
No,
be.
he's a Darth Vader fanboy. Like that's
mother-
basically
Okay.
what
The
it is.
we all-
motherfucker stopped a heat beam like in midair, and then like it was just
Yeah,
still there.
that's not a.
I just wanted
He's a dark side
badass.
user. Yeah,
That is
but-
cool as shit.
yeah.
The whole point is he's obviously
I guess.
well trained, and the idea is all right. Then Rey needs to be like the one with the Force. She has to be like
developed more.
Mhm.
She has to
Well,
be.
Ellie with the
She has to be
Force, yeah.
top dog right now. Like at the end of the third movie, she has to be top dog, and she has to be it. And then I'll be like, okay, I understand.
Maybe-
the Force was looking out for her and made all this shit happen. But if that's not the case, I'm gonna be really confused as to why this person could fight so well. And then maybe it's because
Yeah.
Kylo Ren had to lose, so the Force did this and that, and then it's just like mini chlorians. It's just confusing.
Also,
it doesn't
keep-
make any sense.
Keep in mind that
I
when
lost
I
myself.
bring this kind of shit up, it's so that it doesn't show up in the comments and people are like, "This is just a room full of guys shitting on girls." You know what I mean?
Bro,
So
No,
when
no.
I bring this shit
That's a
up,
different
I
website.
think,
Maybe
I think the way
it's
we
so,
should,
like-
should have started this off. Well, at least I should have. So that's my fault. I should have been like, like aside from like just like let's make the characters genderless, right? Let's
Yeah.
just put them in a situation.
but
That's all it is.
hold on. So okay, it's you can't do that because that
She's
like,
cis.
that has like.
I get- I-
you know what I'm
you know
saying?
what-
Like
you know what I'm trying to say. It's more
it
about, like,
matters. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like it matters. Like
I think.
there's a context to it that people are gonna make these connections, right? So before they make these connections and then assume shit about
yeah.
us, I'm gonna be like, hey, wait, you didn't have this energy for this person, to which then you could be like Ronni just did, well, no, it's not about this, it's about this.
Yeah.
And if this happens in the third one, then it all makes sense. Then, you know what I mean? So like that's why I bring the shit up that I bring up, and that's why I'm covering all of our asses so that you, the viewer, don't think that you could get one off on us by trying to cancel us or whatever the fuck, because we're having an organic fucking conversation.
So, I think, talking about this now.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Not Qui-Gon.
Not
But-
quick, go.
He
but
gone.
nah, but I
gone.
just feel like honestly, like I'm coming to realize like maybe he is supposed to be this wimp, Kylo Ren. And
Yeah.
he's supposed to get this ass beat, and I just can't accept the fact that the villain that like there's always been a badass villain in everything. Like it's always somebody scary, and now here comes like this piece of shit. Like I don't get where the issue is.
He's my and that's why
That's
he's my
my
favorite.
thing. Where's
He's my
the
favorite.
issue? Like, where's it? Oh, he's commanding this whole army. Like this piece of shit.
Because at the end of the day, nobody in the Empire could touch him.
Because he's a Skywalker.
No. Because like, okay, so
He's the only one with the Force.
in the First Order, yeah.
Wow, no
Because
wonder.
it's just him and Snoke. That's it.
But Snoke could have cooked his ass. Look how old he is.
But then like he catches Snoke off guard too.
Off guard, he does.
So Rey is not the only one that has some inexplicable. You know what I'm
she
saying?
did. Do you think that was all Jedi mind trick?
Well, Rey did it, and people were tight about that too.
Yeah.
People were like, "Yo, are you kidding me?" Like a thing that takes years
I heard-
to learn
yeah, I
and
heard
years to
some
practice. Like, yo, are
teeth
you
sucking
joking?
in
So
the
like,
theater.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And again, for the viewer, there are a lot of like, there's pros and cons to a lot of this. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's
Cons being the women.
the cons being women. My Star Wars. Like you what blacks in my Star Wars?
They're spreading the gay agenda.
I'll tell you,
They're
man, the
spreading
Jedi
the-
just should have been
libs.
a black shorty. That's it. It should
The
have been
libs.
a black woman.
Yo,
And that's
Georgia
it. It
Smith.
would've-
Bro,
Yo,
The
it would have
Force
thrown that.
is a black woman.
bro, when
you
people
go.
listen,
Whoa.
when people saw
Facts, yeah.
when people saw the Vogue, I think it was Vogue or People magazine or whatever, when people saw the cover of whatever magazine it was with the cast of Rogue One, they lost their fucking minds, bro, cuz it was a woman, two Asian men, a Mexican man,
And a black dude.
and no white man in sight, bro. Fucking the internet was like,
That's what I'm talking about.
the internet was like, really?
And that's why Rogue
This
One's
is what
so
Star
far
Wars
the best
is
Star
now?
Wars movie so far, man.
Rogue One.
Rogue One is the best.
And Rogue
Star
One's the
Wars
best one, and it's like,
They got Mads in it.
yeah, and it's one thing to like I'm not a big fan of like representation for representation's sake.
Yeah.
Like a movie is not good just because it's gay or black or like or you know what I mean, or like
Chinese.
or there's like women in
Yeah,
it.
a film has to follow
Yeah.
guidelines to be a good film.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
And
the
like
point, yeah.
being like gay or black or a woman doesn't make you exempt from criticism, even to a panel full of like men, right? Like it's all fair game here. Like it's all up for debate and contention. But at the same time, I also gotta keep the same energy throughout and like bring things up that don't really make sense to me that people bring up like one in one area and not the other. So like for me, it's like Kylo Ren, like I love him. You know what I'm saying? Like I love him because he is a wimp. Like I'm tired of like I'm just tired of the unrelatable, unlikable monster of a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have a real big problem with Kylo Ren.
Like I like him a lot, you know what I'm saying? But people on the internet are just like, yeah, so we got this fucking neo-Nazi guy and he's a fucking whiny baby.
Yeah,
and
he's
it's
a
like
baby.
it's like, man, okay, that's
Yeah, he
super
was in
surface,
Black
but whatever.
Klansman.
That's fact.
Yo, he was also in
And
that
girls.
that heist movie where they robbed the Daytona 500 with Daniel Craig.
Oh yeah.
They his pops, Lucky something. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, that shit was trash.
That shit was fire. You bugging out.
And he was in something
I fell
else.
asleep
What was
5
he in?
minutes
You
in.
know, he was in the
HBO series Girls.
He
He was in the Marines, but then he got like
Yo,
he went to like boot camp, and then he
Yeah,
like hurt
that's
his
the one.
back.
Yeah,
So
he hurt
never
his.
went.
Yeah,
He was
so he
also
never
in the
got
movie-
deployed.
He was also in the
he's
movie
just
with
been
Daniel
tight.
Radcliffe.
He was in man.
He was in a movie
Daniel
with
Radcliffe?
Raniel Dadcliffe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Harry Potter's.
Daniel
Say it.
Wrangle.
Rank.
Wrangler.
Wrangle.
Wrangle dandruff. That's
Wrangle Dangus.
Dinklage.
He's from Harry Potter, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Raniel Dadcliffe.
Is that Harry Potter? Is that him?
Yeah.
Peter
yes,
Dinklage.
it's him.
I never seen Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I saw the first one. No, I read the third book by accident because I thought it was the first book,
Oh my god.
and then I kind of lost interest. And then I watched an animated movie with a kid that had glasses, but I thought it was Harry Potter. But then they told me it was live action. I was like, "You sure about that?" Because I just seen it. They're like, "No, Ronnie, you didn't see." I was like, "There's a book and it flies and it does." They're like, "No, different movie."
yeah.
So I've never seen it.
So yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
I hope
yeah,
they just
so,
wrap
like,
things
you-
up nicely, like with the last one.
Yeah,
What do you
nah,
think,
bow
like-
on top?
What do you? So like for me, it's like, well, Beraq really loves Mandalorian.
I do a lot.
I like the
It's
show well
story-based.
enough. I like the show well enough. I like the vibe of it. I'm not super crazy about Mando himself. I
Yeah.
think he's very one-dimensional.
I
His
think
name
that's the
is
point.
Mando?
I think the point
Man,
is he's
he doesn't have a
quiet.
name. He doesn't have a name.
Oh, okay.
Like he's just a
The
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. That's why I like it. He's like he's not important. He knows he's not important. He's just taking care of this kid and trying to place him somewhere safe.
Yeah.
But then I think there's gonna be a bigger picture is being developed somewhere. That's why I like it.
Yeah.
You can sense it. There's a development. There's
Also-
the coffee's brewing. You know,
Yeah.
something's
Like
happening.
everybody
Yeah.
likes some, like most people at least like a mysterious like main character.
I love that.
Like-
Because you.
People love that. Like they eat it up. They're like, yo, whoa. Because
not-
people are
yeah.
nosy. Like you watch a TV,
Yeah.
you notice you want to know what's going on.
And
But
for
the,
sure, yeah.
but
What's going on
the,
with
but
this
the
person?
problem with things like that
Imagination.
is that people love a mysterious character, but when that mysterious character doesn't live up to their expectations in the end,
Suddenly he's whack.
suddenly
Yeah.
this entire fucking show is whack.
Yeah.
No,
You know?
I think it's impossible for him to be this because we see some flashbacks. He's been through shit.
Yeah.
And he's just quiet because he's like he's been through shit. He just kills it, does his job, and that's it. I don't think they could even let us. The
So,
worst that can happen is him dying.
Mando, they're also just playing it real safe.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
Not, they're not
Yeah.
taking any like
Which is fair.
harsh. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
Disney Plus. It's a relatively new streaming service, and it's the first like Disney original.
Dude, this could be
So,
a
yeah.
fucking Game of Thrones, like a legit 8-season show.
I don't want
Beast.
8 seasons of Mandalorian.
I
don't want it.
would die
I don't
for
want it.
something if it gets deeper. If it gets deeper into lore, like
yeah.
OD, like
Into what aspect? Like into Baby Yoda lore?
They show
Baby,
more baby
and then they show Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, and then, like the next season, he's a little older. He's like, "Fuck you, Dad." With little pimples.
Fuck you, Dad. I'm older than you. He's like, I'm older than you. You're my son.
You lied
I
to
was
me.
born first. Get out my sight.
Yeah.
You keep getting older, and I just stay the same.
So okay, so Brock really likes Mandalorian. Is there anything post prequel that you guys enjoy a lot? For me, like I like Maul's arc is probably my favorite.
Darth?
Yo, Marth. Well, we're gonna call
Marth
him
Doll.
Marth Doll.
For respect of Maul, we'll just call
I
him Maul.
love him.
Yeah, I love
him
Maul.
too.
Yeah, everybody. Yo, who don't
Beth,
love
he's
Maul,
the
bro?
best.
But
Best Sith,
he's
best-
Villain.
But he's the best now.
See
is
how
what
you-
I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in Phantom Menace, he was just some cool guy that looked like the devil, and then got his
Got
shit
murdered.
smoked.
But yeah, he
Jackie
didn't.
Chan with a lightsaber.
But that's how you start off a fucking Star Wars story with some badass motherfucker, some cool choreography. You just murk my Qui-Gon Jinn and just get it over with and get crazy, bro. It's fire.
But it's the same thing, right? Because Maul showed up as just this mysterious Sith Lord, Sith apprentice that nobody knew about,
and
and everybody loved him. Same thing with Boba Fett, mysterious.
But Boba Fett is fucking garbage.
I mean, look, I'm
I don't
not
think
subject
it's-
to another,
fuck. I don't
but
think
like,
they
what
give
I'm
him
saying is
enough
that he's just popular.
screen
And
time.
people love that.
Why?
He-
Why?
I don't know,
See,
man.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yo,
Is because like
I'm not a
people just
psychologist. I don't know why.
people just like a cool looking useless asshole.
But
like
Boba
in
Boba
itself,
didn't have
like-
enough time to like
I agree.
to show off.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he's in the
And
mysterious guy, the mysterious figure in Mandalorian. We'll find out this Friday.
You know what I think that the only saving grace for Boba was that he's the one that captured Han. Like
he's a badass.
He's the
he
one
must
that-
be.
He must be because he got Han.
Right.
Nobody's been able to catch Han for years.
And also, it was in the 70s. You really can't do much, and there's a story to tell. What's more important? Like, and I bet they didn't even know this guy was like a big deal.
Yeah, I just not like. Well, I don't care about like we should like him because he's cool. That doesn't do it for me.
I just think the bounty hunter vibe is awesome.
Bounty
man.
hunters are pretty cool.
It's always cool.
Where's that same energy for the robot bounty hunters?
Yo, like that
Oh,
one.
I actually
Yo,
like that.
in the comics, in the comics that are canon, there's one assassin droid that like that. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's in Mando, I think. I think
the
it's the
first-
same one.
No, it's not the same one. It's one
His
of the
name's
same
IG-88?
units,
Yeah,
though.
it's the same unit.
It's the same
The one who
unit.
helped
What's the name
him,
of it?
right? The one who was
IG-88?
helping him take out like
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. It's the same
Is it
unit.
IG-88?
I don't know.
I forget the name.
I'll be 33.
So it's the same unit, but that dude, that droid,
Yeah.
that droid, didn't get like an update or something like that. I don't know. There's something wrong with his processor or whatever, and it took on a life of its own and became a bounty hunter, an assassin droid
That's
that
fire.
like became a bounty hunter.
He's in 64. There's a game, the Star Wars game, Nintendo 64.
You know who else I like?
And you
in
fight
Mando?
him.
That new the character who he meets in that village, who he meets in the bar.
Oh, the girl?
She was like extra
Oh, Gina
distance.
Carano?
Yeah.
yeah, she's fucking cool.
Yo,
She's
like
badass.
Yeah. And
She's
it's the same thing with her.
ex-military.
You don't
Yeah.
know her. You just know she's ex-military.
She led
But
the
she's
she
super
led the Rogue
mysterious.
Squadron,
Damn.
right?
Yeah.
Is that what they said?
No, she was part. I think she was part of the Empire.
No, we were the rebellion.
I think the rebellion.
She
She led
the,
an army.
She has the tattoo.
The
on her
tattoo
arm.
of the face,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't
She-
seen
she-
Mandalorian.
Badass. When they fought, bro. Remember when they fought like in the streets? Yo, that
No,
was
no.
sick.
You guys
And then
talking
she
about
lowered the
Mandalorian?
chicken
Yeah.
walker.
Yeah.
It sounds like the writing
Yeah.
is so
Oh, the,
like,
um,
it's
the
like not
ATST?
good to
Yeah.
the point where it's just so mysterious. That it's
Yeah,
cool.
that's what pulls me out of it. It's like, okay, the first episode was cool because I can't judge anything based on anything. Like I can't judge a game based on the first hour. I can't judge a series based on the first episode. It's just not gonna happen. I can only judge it based on whether or not it is a good first episode. And the first episode of Mandalorian is a very good first episode.
Right? The robot.
Very
and
good.
then what
Very
happens
good.
in the end?
But he hasn't seen it. He hasn't seen it, right? So, however,
Oh, you must know all the
so
conversation.
far, I'm not terribly impressed, but I'm interested.
Yeah, it's
You're
not. It's
gonna
not.
be
Yeah, I don't think it's like the greatest thing ever, or like
in
one of
for
the.
a
But it's
treat.
definitely just like a good thing. It's
I'm gonna
like,
get plus.
it's
I'm
nice.
gonna get
It's
some
nice.
plus
That's
two
what
when
it
I
is.
go.
Like,
It is $5. $6
No,
a
it's
month.
$7.
Give me my-
$7 a month. What is that?
Give me my-
That's a sandwich.
That's that's less than a chop. That's less than a steak and cheese on the hero.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Rogue One is still the big hitter.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say,
Rogue
yeah.
One,
Best one.
Right after,
What?
if
Rogue
we're talking about like the movies, definitely gotta be Empire Strikes Back just cause.
No, I'm talking about post that.
Post
Post
original.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
post trilogy. Post prequel because the prequels came out.
Okay,
after.
so anything I get it. I
Yeah,
get it,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Rogue One.
Yeah, for me.
Rogue One.
I love
yeah.
it.
I
You
agree.
know,
For me,
okay.
it's Rebels. I love Rebels. Like a lot of it feels very Scooby Doo ish.
It does.
But for what it does for Star Wars, I like it a lot.
It
With
explains
the
a
artifacts
lot
and
of
shit?
stuff.
Everything,
I
like the
still haven't even seen
holocrons,
most of it
everything.
yet,
I
but
love it.
It explains a lot, bro.
And what they
So-
do, how they finally like reconcile, like not reconcile, but how they I guess how they bring together like Maul's sort of
Oh yeah.
like
The way they
Maul's
tie him,
Maul's
yeah.
they show him
the
die.
way they tie in Maul's pantheon is really cool, and the fact that scene takes place during the first 10 minutes of A New Hope
yeah, it does.
is
It
amazing.
does, yeah.
Is amazing. I love that. I love
and
that.
you don't know
Explain
that.
it- Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if anybody cares about like the spoilers for Maul. If anybody,
I know what happens to him.
you know what happens. Do you know what happens?
Just say it.
Okay, I might be spoiling for everybody else too.
Dude, listen. We don't do spoilers on shit that's over 5 years old, okay?
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, that's on you, bro.
That's why I was yelling
So,
shit,
fuck
Leo.
outta here.
Also, the TV show. It's just like that little kiss. So it's like I haven't.
Oh
even
yeah,
watched it.
I mean I understand because it's on Disney. It was on Disney XD.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Why would you ever watch that channel? But I love
Just
any
if
and
you wanna
everything
read
Star
up on the
Wars. You know.
lore, just read up on that. But
Daniel
Basically-
Rad. What's his last name?
Winkliff.
Wycliffe.
Daniel Waitlift.
Daniel Winkliff.
Daniel Wycliffe.
Why
John-
Jeffrey.
Daniel
Jeffrey.
Radcliffe.
Alongside Wycliffe.
Young
Sure,
Thug
Dan.
should have been.
Daniel
Alright.
Klepliff.
Oh,
Yo, Young Thug should have done the soundtrack for
Wow.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, slip. That's what I mean. Baby Yoda, Brody.
Baby Yoda.
Yo, son, he's like,
Oh my god.
he's sucking on the frog. Episode 4.
Yeah, wait.
Episode 4,
Little
3.
Joda.
Hold on.
Three,
Ron-
he's sucking
I
on
can't wait
frogs?
to watch him
Episode
suck on a frog.
2,
bro.
he's sucking
So,
on
Ronnie-
frogs.
Yeah.
Ronnie,
No,
what
he
do
was
you
sucking on frogs too.
how do you feel about like you because you've seen like the least extra content, right? Like
Yeah, I haven't seen like.
anything aside from the mainstay movies.
What's your
Yeah.
opinion?
I mean, I like
They-
Rogue One a lot. I just thought Rogue One was like. I mean, I already knew what was gonna happen, which is why I didn't watch it like as soon as it came out. Like I waited till it came on Netflix, but it was like,
Super impressive.
yeah, it was like probably one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Out of the trilogy, like it was so good. Solo was
fun.
I
So
I'll give it
was
that. It was
fun.
fun.
We were just gonna say
honestly,
it.
we
Just
should
watch
have just got a CGI Harrison Ford, and then I would have been
No,
Oh,
I
hell
would
no. You saw The
know.
Irishman?
hyped.
no.
we-
I
we-
like.
It's on-
I
we
like.
the Irish.
So here's the thing. I like Solo. I mean, for me personally, I like Solo,
Solo was good.
but
Emilia Clarke.
I like the kid that they got to play Han, and the fact that he didn't try to be Harrison Ford like Donald Glover. I'm sorry, I love you, bro. Like, I love most of the things he's in and what he has done, but he is trying too hard to be Billy D. Williams.
Nah, see,
Way too hard.
I felt that the reason he did that is because Billy D. Williams tried too hard to be Billy D.
Get
Williams.
the fuck
bro.
out of here.
No,
Will.
but Pete, because the entire thing with Lando's character was that he's a fucking con artist.
Yeah,
Right?
sure.
And so he was over there showing all off. Like, he was acting
was
like
swaggy.
him and he was flaunting like him. He even had tried to do the fucking voice and everything.
Yeah.
But then when shit got real, that wasn't his fucking character at all.
I mean, I guess so.
And that's because he was breaking the facade that he was fucking doing.
Yeah,
You know?
But even then, like Lando in the originals is Lando the whole time.
Well, no, he's
So
not because Lando.
Actually, he was. He's cool.
Yeah, he
all
was.
the
He
time.
was cool the whole
'cause
time.
All the time.
Lando initially, upon meeting Han on the planet, he was acting all cool, suave, and everything like that. But then what happens when he felt fucking bad the minute that he knew he fucked up?
No, right, but
he
he's
wasn't
still
like that whatso fucking
but
ever.
he's still Lando is because you like Lando is Billy D. Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not
Yeah.
gonna like the same way if you cast Eddie Murphy in anything, it's still like he could be in a fat suit in 1,000,000 pounds of makeup.
Still Eddie Murphy.
It's still Eddie Murphy.
No,
Like
I didn't
it's
think
never
he
gonna
tried to
not-
be like Billy D. Williams. I think he
I
was just
think he
playing
did,
the whole
bro.
the Lando
see that.
facade to the T until
yeah.
shit got real. Because Lando wasn't so smooth and hot when he was like trying to
Young, I guess.
get these guys to escape. You know,
Yeah,
or
well,
when he
no one-
realized that he fucked up.
No one is.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you know
But
what I mean?
I felt like he only played that character when he was trying to play the facade, and then otherwise it was It was all right. I didn't think he did a bad job.
No, I didn't say he did a bad job. I just think
I
he
didn't
was
think
trying too hard
I didn't
to
think he
beat Billy
exerted
D.
that
Williams.
either. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's how it read to me.
Although Solo, son, the ending of it, bro.
No spoilers.
Oh, you still haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, and it hasn't been 5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
First
it's
of all,
only been like one.
it's a 1 year limit in real life, bro.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
okay, let's
TV
just
shows
hope-
don't count.
Well, when does this new movie come out?
This new movie comes out on December 20th.
That is 9 days from now.
Okay.
9 days. Wait, 9 days from the time we're shooting
Are we
this.
all gonna go see it, or are we gonna rip this from the internet?
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna rip it. I got a place, bro. I got the Joker movie, like full HD.
Still haven't seen it.
It has Korean subtitles and a weird little logo on the top left.
and
but-
Vietnamese audio.
But it looked lit.
Oh my god!
Yo, did you guys ever see that? What was it? The X-Men Origins Wolverine fucking bootleg without the CG.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever get that copy? Oh, bro, it was insane.
I got it from the guy that walks into my Chinese spot, like the Chinese food store when I lived on 188th. Like that's where I got that from. I was like, yo, I haven't seen this shit. It was like $5. That shit was amazing.
I got it from the Chinese dude that comes to my barber shop.
Nice.
Yo,
Nice.
the only guy that comes to my barbershop is this guy that literally opens his jacket like this and has mad pocket knives.
You know who I haven't seen in years? The Chinese guy on the train that sells batteries and the
Or the yo-yo, you know the yo-yo, the red blue one.
yeah.
Or the red yellow one.
You know who I
throw it down,
miss?
it got like 4 AA batteries in it.
All right. So
Yeah.
one note to end on: is this too much? Is there too much expanded universe shit? Is there too much Star Wars? Are you getting tired of it? When is enough enough? Is it gonna get to the point where no one fucking cares anymore because there's so much of it? Is it too much?
Baby Yoda.
I don't know. I don't think so. I just think sometimes it's kind of hard to follow a story if a lot of it's rooted in other like places and other mediums you have to like go into
Yeah.
to get the full story or even to get like an understanding of like what's going on. I think like Clone Wars, maybe like I don't actually have to watch Clone Wars because it's just like Anakin stuff and other stuff.
But you said the same thing about Rogue One when I was at your house before it dropped. You were
Yeah,
like,
did say
I know
that.
what happens.
But then like
And-
Rogue One didn't really like add anything for the story and lore for me.
Just like
per
honor
se.
people.
I just know like, oh, that movie was cool to watch, as opposed to like Clone Wars, which is like, okay, I don't like this animation. Now I have to watch this for the story. I don't know. I just think it's different, and I think there's different like parts of like Star Wars like media where it's like, you know, the main stuff, the stuff you can watch just for fun or whatever, and then here's like this deep story stuff that will like enrich all the other things, you know.
like your knowledge of Star Wars, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
it's just
how-
like I think it's just like, damn, I gotta watch 6 seasons of this fucking show.
Wait.
Like, damn. Wow.
Rogue is before 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
why
between
we
3
could
and 4.
talk about it?
Yeah.
I guess. Fuck it.
Well, no,
It came
I'm
out
saying
recently.
no. I was saying we could talk about everything post prequel. So Rogue
Like-
One came
But
out last
by
year.
release,
Like
by release date,
Yeah.
not like the chronological order.
Yeah, no.
Because I like the way how Rogue leads into the part 4.
Yeah.
Perfect, seamlessly.
Yeah, perfect.
Like
So-
legit, like she escapes on the ship, and then that ship, she the guys come through. Darth Vader comes through, and she puts the thing in to R2D2s.
So
Yeah.
Wait, is Rebels?
wait, hold on. Ronnie, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so Will, is there too much?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I at some point I feel like, okay, yeah, I'm tired of having to keep up with all this bullshit, but at the same time I'm like, okay, give me 32 more years of this shit.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I want some more lighty doos going boom, but like I don't give a fuck about any of the characters anymore. Like
It's so inconsequential. Like,
I
Yeah.
mean, but then again, I feel like they're not giving me enough to give a fuck about the characters, but I want more flashy booms,
yeah,
you know,
that's a good
The
point. to
big
make.
boom boom.
I
the
think
big boom boom.
yeah. For me, it's a lot less about like the characters per se, and more about the experience. Because I love Force Awakens, but I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it was the first Star Wars movie I ever saw in theaters. Like it was the first Star Wars movie I ever saw release date.
Yeah, word.
Like
Actually, yeah.
in that atmosphere, in that setting. Force Awakens.
Oh, really?
I
And
saw-
the first time you watch it, it's like I loved it.
I saw
was like,
3 in
wow,
the
this is
theaters.
crazy.
Yeah,
That
so
was an experience.
well, I saw 3.
Yeah.
I saw 3. Like I was exposed to Star Wars way later in life. So yeah, but I think that it is kind of getting to be a little too much. But otherwise, I don't think we're getting to a point where it's like, all right, I'm sick of it. Because to be honest, there's more than enough ways that you can make Star Wars cool, and it's gonna appeal to somebody. You know what I mean? But for me personally, like, is it getting to be like too much? Kind of. Like I feel like I'm up to date. Like I'm caught up with everything, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels like it's a lot. What do you think, Beraq?
I think I don't think it's enough, man.
You don't think it's enough?
Nah. Well, it's like the thing is the point of why we were so upset with these new characters is because there isn't enough. We don't have any. There's no legitimacy. There's no storytelling. So unless they give us more, there won't be any legitimacy, man.
So okay, that's
So
fair.
yeah, you know, because like all those scratches that Ray has on those walls, there should be some story there. Like at least something I know.
But that is the story. That's what I'm
Goddamn
saying.
scratches.
It's
the,
like,
the story she's scratching.
yeah, that is the story. And just because you reduce
Or
it,
she's just getting through by it. She's just going through the thing.
yeah, just because you reduce it to
I
scratches on the
guess.
wall, it's like, I'm sorry that it doesn't choose to explain every single facet of every single detail
But
to you.
also, it's an amazing. Overall, Star Wars is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Is huge. There's a
Qui-Gon.
huge story. It's Qui-Gon's jeans.
Qui-Gon's jeans. Qui-Gon's
Qui-Gon's jeans.
Qui-Gon's bald manes.
You feel?
Qui-Gon's jeans.
No, and Baby Yoda. This is the best things happen. There's gonna be a new. Well, that's like from what I've seen of what I've read. These are the species of Yoda. Like is like a ball of Force, right? They contain Force, so I guess the Skywalkers are not the only Jedis, right? There's a threat there, and that's why they're like trying to kill it.
But what if he goes Sith, bro?
He can never,
No, the Yoda. There's no evidence of that. Like,
ever happen.
I don't think. And if they do decide to go that route, I hope they make it cool. You know?
Dude, whoa,
That's
because
all.
that'd be a wrap for the world.
Yeah. Seriously, it would be.
Legit, what?
But yeah. So
Death Star in a
I
person.
think they're gonna
So-
kill them all.
So Ronnie thinks that
Don't do
there's
that to
that
Baby Yoda.
doesn't. Ronnie's not fed up with Star Wars. However, it's just a lot to keep track of. Will doesn't give a shit about the characters anymore. I
Same.
think that it's getting there. Beraq thinks that we're not even close to getting there. What does Justin think? The man who's going to rewrite Star Wars.
Bro, I said anybody could rewrite it. Yo.
The man who thinks anybody could rewrite Star Wars.
Okay, I don't think anybody could. Look, okay. I'm just saying that somebody should have just looked over that screenplay and should have been like, "Yo, this shit don't make sense." That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm saying.
so what do you
I-
think?
what I
do you
think-
think we have enough or not enough, or are you tired of it? Like what?
I mean,
what's
I'm
going
on the scale where it's just like I am tired of it. I think at some point I will get tired of it, just cause like it kind of happened with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm after Endgame, I was like, I don't want to watch any more of this shit, bro. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if they're expanding
Yeah.
anything, cause I don't care.
They
Like,
should.
But I can't hold that argument to heart because I am way more invested, and I always was way more invested into Star Wars when I
Yeah.
was a kid. You know, other than Marvel, like, you know, so I wouldn't mind if they did. I just maybe they could like branch it out, because the thing is with Star Wars, it's like, and honestly, like even though I'm talking shit a lot of hot shit about like this trilogy, and I'll talk hot shit about all the other trilogies as well too, but it's just like I'm more invested in Star Wars because of the universe, not because of the storytelling per se. Like that's just like more of the icing on the cake. The universe itself is so built up that like they can keep running it just cause like it's so like planned out. Like it's just like the presentation of Star Wars is just like
Yeah,
it hits home.
yeah.
So if they did, I think I would keep up, but I think they should just like space it out a bit. Like having movies every year back to back, then with TV shows back to back. It's just like that's a lot.
It's a lot,
Like it's
yeah.
a lot. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Everybody got money to
it's
make.
also
I
been
feel the
dead
same way.
for a while for it to just jump back into it. I feel like we're gonna see another quiet lull after a while.
I hope so. No, I really do hope
Other
so.
than,
'cause
other
it's-
than
Possibly.
the TV show.
and then we all
I
have
doubt
time
it.
to like revisit shit. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Like now Ronnie can go back, and then he's like, damn, I haven't had Star Wars in a while. Maybe I could watch the Clone Wars now.
But
like you know,
I don't know the way they're spitting out this Marvel content. I don't think
It's
they
not
can
the same.
sleep on it.
It's not the
But
same.
You don't
Yeah.
think so?
No, it's not the same.
Well, they already had a TV show out. Boom, just like how Marvel be having TV
No,
shows.
I'm saying that Marvel, the volume of content Marvel is just regurgitating out of
Yeah,
their
it
like
just-
it's
it's getting
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they could do the same with Star Wars.
They could, but I'm saying it's not the same right now. Like
I agree.
right now, it's just
Slow
Mando.
pace,
It's
yeah.
just Mando and the new movie.
well, I wouldn't
And
call
again,
it a
they're-
Fallen
slow
Order.
pace. I wouldn't call it a slow pace, but it's definitely a slower pace than Marvel
Yeah.
did.
Right now,
Compared-
it's Fallen Order, Mando, and Rise of Skywalker.
That's like
Oh,
three
they did
things
Solo?
you need to catch it. Like that's like if you
no,
were,
I'm talking about right now.
Yeah,
Oh, right
if you
now.
wanted to, like that's all of like November, December type shit.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Like, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah,
So it's just like, yo, let's take a step back. Let's just like relax.
I don't
Like,
know.
let people get invested in the shit that we already got.
yeah.
You know.
But with Marvel, it was same year you get
Ant-Man.
you get Captain Marvel, right?
Ant-Man 2.
Then you get Agents of Shield, right? Then you get Black Light. No, fucking sorry. Then you get Black Panther. Then you get fucking.
Spider-Man 2.
Then you get what was the other one?
Ant-Man's 2.
And then all the like with Marvel's just tie-in after tie-in after tie-in after tie-in, and it's like it's the same with Star Wars, just not to the same degree. Because with Marvel, it's like you get movie, then TV show, then Netflix original, then movie, then the follow-up to the Netflix original, and then suddenly 4 Netflix shows become one really bad Netflix show, and then there's a whole new one. You know what I mean? So it's like
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Like
that
the
Netflix and
Defenders?
Marvel, yeah.
the Defenders, and then there's Agents of Shield, and all this extra bullshit, and it's like
Daredevil started off so good too. It was
yeah.
So good.
So yeah. So I feel like Star Wars should maybe pump the brakes before it gets to that point, but it's not at that point yet
Yeah.
for me. I don't think.
I love it, man.
But I think at
Video
that point,
games,
it's not even about the quality. They just care about their money. Everybody
Yeah.
about their money.
Yeah, man.
They fucking dropped the ball on the Baby Yoda plush.
So
Next year.
next year, stay tuned.
See it, baby Yoda. Look,
So
bugging.
How am I supposed to go to sleep at night?
Custom,
That's all I'm saying, yeah.
gotta
custom,
protect
custom iPhone, $1,500. It looked like Baby Yoda.
so at this point,
It was this big.
We're gonna
I'd buy it.
draw this podcast to a close. Do you guys think that there's enough Star Wars? Do you guys think this podcast was long enough?
Yo, we gonna get together and watch. I mean, I'm already having a viewing party for the movie. I'm already getting the group together, so we all out.
Find
Yeah,
out
shit,
next
yo.
time on the Hearse Boys podcast. My name is Rainey. That's Ronni. This is Will. That's Beraq. And that is Justin. Yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Fucking cook us in the comments about how much we don't know about Star Wars. But be sure to share the video.
Do it.
Do it. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you get notified from when we upload. We're all tired of shit and we're going to go to bed. So
Oh, yeah.
we'll see you guys next time.